About 5 months ago, I was at an all-time low. I was at a place where I literally had no energy to get up off my recliner, to get up off the couch, to go out and play, with my stepdaughter and my nephews and nieces. I was depressed. It took everything in me. It took me hitting the snooze button 6-7 times a morning to get out of bed because I didn't have the drive or the energy to get up and face the day and take on the challenges. I was self-employed. I've been self-employed for about 8 years now, and it's constantly demanding. It's a physical job that I do, and then I add in the business side. So it's usually a 15 to 16 hour day from start to finish when you include everything that I do on the business side and the actual physical work side. So it demanded me to be at my best. I wasn't there. My entire life, I've been a scrawny guy. I've been 6 foot nothing, 100 nothing, I was 20 years old. I could eat anything I absolutely wanted to, and it never affected me. I had the energy to go out and play baseball, play football, basketball, whatever I wanted to do. I stayed in basically perfect physical health. Thought I would always be like that. I said, I'm never going to gain weight, I'm scrawny. A few years ago, I kind of started to notice, hey, what's that stuff? Got a little bit of wrinkle over here when my stomach started to stick out a little bit, just not used to seeing those things. 30 years of my life, 25 years of my life, I never had anything like that. Well, what's up with that? Well, I was always active. I was always active throughout my life. I played a lot of sports as a kid, and as an adult, I tried to continue doing things like that to stay active. With my business, getting married, meeting a wonderful woman, coming into the whole kid thing, the last 5-6 years, it takes up a big part of your time. So I kind of put the physical side on hold. I figured, hey, I work, I do physical, manual labor for a living. That's enough exercise for me. Well, this entire time, the biggest thing that suffered was my nutrition. I had a busy schedule. Thought I had a busy schedule. A schedule so busy that I couldn't eat breakfast. I couldn't eat lunch. I couldn't eat snacks throughout the day. I ate a dinner, and then I snacked all night on junk food. That was a typical day in the life of Jeff Chambers. No breakfast. Breakfast sandwich or a protein bar or something like that, from Wawa in the morning. 4 or 5 cups of coffee, keep me running through the morning, give me that, energy that I thought I needed. Work through lunch because, time's money. I'm running this business, I gotta keep it moving like a well-oiled machine. I don't have time to stop, I gotta make that money. Work through lunch. Dinner, get home. Normally, one of the perks of being self-employed is you kind of make your own hours, so you every now and then get home at an early afternoon time, so you have a little time to enjoy yourself. And I would basically do my dinner then, before everyone else got home, and actually, cook the healthy dinner. I was eating an entire frozen pizza. And I'm not talking about the individually wrapped Hot Pockets, I'm talking about a box of individually wrapped Hot Pockets, 4 at a time. That was a dinner for me. 4 hot dogs with mustard, relish, ketchup, pickles, cheese just loaded all over them, 4 of them. I would gorge on food because I was so hungry. I said, okay, I didn't eat all day long, I'm going to make it all up now. I'm going to get everything I need right now. And I would gorge. I was done for the night. I plopped down in a recliner, I watched TV. I had just enough energy to get up and play a video game that took me, 5 steps to go over to another seat to pick up a controller. That was the extent of my activity. And then the rest of the night it was Doritos, Chips Ahoy, Oreos, and I mean boxes, bags, in one sitting. I'm not worried about that. I'm 140 pounds. 4 years ago, I ended up in the emergency room. I had severe dehydration. I drank no water, ever. I drank 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day, 3 to 4 bottles of Mountain Dew, 1 liter bottles of Mountain Dew a day, Red Bulls, Amps, NOS Energy, all that stuff. That was my liquid intake, no water. I had my wife and my stepdaughter scared to death. I went up to the top of the steps and passed out, fell against the wall. I almost fell down the steps. Don't really remember much of it. All I remember is going to the emergency room, spending the night there, being pumped full of fluids, and being told, you're severely dehydrated. Whatever you're doing wrong. Okay, I'll just eliminate soda out of my life. That's what I did. That was my cure. I'll keep drinking 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day. I'll just eliminate soda. I'll drink Gatorade instead. So the last 3 years, that was my intake. Other than water. Who wants to drink water? I have been to numerous doctors, medical professionals over the last few years because of my energy levels. I was on WebMD every day trying to figure out if I had Lyme disease, diabetes, hypertension, underactive thyroid. How can I have an underactive thyroid? I'm 140 pounds. It doesn't matter. I match the symptoms. I'm this skinny guy. I have an underactive thyroid because WebMD says I do. I was constantly in and out of doctors, having blood panels done. I have a family history of diabetes. I had family history of high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I figured it rubbed off on me finally. It's catching up to me. There's something wrong with me. 5 months ago, I was at an all-time low. I didn't have the energy to do anything, really, to get out of bed in the morning. I was depressed all the time. And I decided on Christmas Day of 2011, when I played a video game on Xbox, a dancing game that lasted a minute and a half. My heart rate was 180 for 10 minutes, and I was sore the next day. I decided it's time to do something. I said, okay, the first thing I need to do is get active. I think if I go to the gym and I start pumping iron and hitting the weights and all that stuff, it's going to bring all that energy to me, and I'm going to be right back on top of the world. Even though in the last 10 years I've thrown away probably $5,000 in gym memberships that I went 3 times, signed up for the entire year because it was $20 a month. I was thinking all I have to do is find a gym that I can stick to. I met Chris through a friend of mine who had fantastic results over the last year or so. Most of you know her, Jess Shropshire. I asked her, hey, what's the secret? She says, there is no secret. It's the education. Why don't you go talk to this guy I know? His name's Chris Gray. I said, okay. I'll go talk to him because I want to join the gym. Met with Chris, did the consultation, did the fitness test and everything like that. Quickly realized that I wasn't 20 years old anymore. I wasn't in the ideal shape I thought I would be. And Chris asked me, what's your overall goal? What's your long-term goal? What are you trying to achieve? So I just want to be happy. I want to have energy. I want to be able to pursue and achieve these dreams that I've been talking about, like going to school and furthering my career and, advancing in my life. I just want to have the energy to do that. I don't want to live the rest of my life like a zombie. Can you help me? And he says, yeah, I can help you. But I'm going to tell you right now, 90% of it is what you put in your mouth. Right now, after what you just told me, you eat every day, within 3 years you'll have diabetes. Within 10 years you'll have a heart attack if you keep doing what you're doing. And I don't know about you guys, I consider myself pretty young at 32 years old. For me to picture myself having diabetes at 35, or having a heart attack at 42, You know, it's just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be there. I decided I'm going to go under his wing, I'm going to go under his tutelage, and I'm going to learn how to eat. January 3rd, I started with a structured, nutrition regimen. Thought Hot Pockets were a food group. No idea of what I was supposed to be eating, how I was supposed to be eating it. And no idea you're supposed to eat 6 times a day. I was lost. I decided to make the change and do it right. Between Chris, Joanne, my nutrition coach, and everybody else, the support bubble that was put around me, I tackled daily challenges. Just daily goals I set. Today I'll eat 6 meals a day. Today I'll eat a protein and a carb with every meal. Today I will drink 12 glasses of water. At the end of the day, I did it. It was easy. Okay, let's move on to day 2. Here I am, a little less than 6 months later, and if you knew me 6 months ago, I'm not the same guy. Not at all. Wanted to go to school, continue my education, never had the energy or the drive to do it. I'm in week 9 of my first semester. I just never thought I had the time in the day to do it. Now, I have time to do everything. I go to the gym, I do school, I run my business. Because the energy that eating right gave me gives me the ability to do pretty much whatever I want. There is no morning, mid-afternoon low that I hit anymore. There is no bottom that I hit when I get off work and I go crash on the couch. I got a group of friends that won't talk to me right now because I haven't played PlayStation with them in 4 months. Because they're like, man, come on, let's go, get on, let's play, let's do it. No, I'm at the gym. No, I'm out playing soccer with my stepdaughter. I'm doing things that are constructive to better my life. And that's basically where nutrition has brought me. It's been a very short voyage, but it's been a very educational and beneficial voyage for me. Nutrition is now a part of my life. I understand what it means to look forward to waking up in the morning. And I can't wait to learn more. Every day I'm learning more and more and more. And it's become a lifestyle, and it's something that I want to share. I asked Chris, how do I get involved? That's why I'm here. I want to get involved. I want to tell people my story. Because eating right works. Forget everything else you know. Putting the right things in your body will make you an ultimate machine.